Also, don't mind me as I continue to settle Italy. It's another piece of niter. Om nom nom. Been quite a nice little land grab. I think we're going to be able to put loyalty pressure, on Georgia pretty quickly, actually, with 4 population cities springing up all over the shop. This is not going to be fun for them. Oh, I just stole 850 faith from one tile. That's just naughty. Oh, 4 hussars. I've never used hussars for raiding like this before, but with 5 alliances, they're unkillable. They really are unkillable. Like, what are the crew supposed to do about this? Like, I'm just monstering through stuff. There's, by the way, enlightenment, which then gives scientific theory. I'm racing through the civics, I'm racing through the text. Wars of religions making them even more powerful. So, like, yeah, they can't be scratched. Military academies are now there. Hamburg. I mean, we all know exactly what to do to this city. There you go. Easy. Rebellion in 22 turns. I'd rather not. So Victor, do you mind just going? Thank you so much. Got another city over on this side. I mean, this is with the border with Sumeria, so it's not really as important that this one stays loyal, but there's +4. Yeah, if anything, there's too many rivers. So many rivers on this map, it's actually quite difficult to make sure that all of my districts are getting the bonuses. Anshan, oh, that's a new city-state. I like that. Diplomatic League. I think if I go 1, 2 like this into that city-state, it will give me, 23 science per turn. Yes, please. And I'm going to put 1 more in Nazca briefly, just so that I can get a little bit of extra faith per turn from that. But yeah, this is proving nice. These Hussar units are just the best. I am having so much fun with them. They are really, really, really good, especially now that I've got a couple with depredation. We're probably generating several thousand gold per turn at the moment, just from doing all of this pillaging. Like, even cavalry units, that's an equivalent strength unit, and I'm just smashing it out the side. It's wonderful. I mean, they're throwing all kinds of anti-cavalry units at me, and it's really not working for them very well at all. And then every now and then you find yourself on these delightful theatre square tiles, and you can go bomp, 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 and suddenly that's an entire civic given to you in pretty much one go. And the best bit about this whole arrangement is that I'm healing way faster than they can damage me, just purely from all of my pillaging. It's great. I might lose a city in the middle of this ocean though. That's a little unfortunate. Although actually thinking about it, I could just build an ironclad with some money. I had a bunch of spare money. There you go, look at that. It's my first boat. It's ridiculous. And it's now protecting this city very heavily. The delightful city of Cod has produced Ruhr Valley, an amazing wonder, and one that actually gives me a pretty decent industrial hub outside of my capital. This I can use to produce things like military encampments and more hussar units, and I can get some settlers out with it. It's a very big productive hub. It's beautiful. 55 production. You know, it's been in better cities, but I'll take it. It's fine. Nice +3 commercial hub as well. Need to do a commercial hub for a couple of these projects. Cahokia will like that, so that's good. There's Manchester. Another city flips to me. It says it's not going to be very happy, but I think with a bit of population growth in this area, that'll quickly come on side. There we go. 300 science. We made it. Nice. It took me till turn 156 and we're slowly catching up now. 5 techs behind the leader. We can just keep pillaging some good tech. I think we're onto something good here. What's that? I need a bit of culture. Okay, well, I'll just stand on this tile until I get natural history. And as you can see, I have unlocked the thermal bath. This gives me 2 immunities from entertainment rather than 1, and it spreads to cities within 9 tiles. I also get another +2 immunities if there's a geothermal fissure in that city. That one only applies to the city that I'm currently stood in, so that is a little bit of something just to remember, but that's pretty damn good. What I will do quickly is put back Diplomatic League. I keep switching this and Charismatic Leader in and out, but I can now go to Hong Kong, put 2 envoys into Hong Kong like that. Lovely stuff, and levy the military for a tiddly sum. Annoyingly, it doesn't give me the settler. That would have been really good, but now that city is pretty secure as well. Kamasi wants a trade route. Interesting. Okay, that's fine, but I've now got 3 envoys in that city-state as well, so we can pick that one up soon. Oh, you got this unit so close to being killed. It's on 20 health, but now it's on 95. That's a shame, isn't it? Terrible shame. Here we go. Time for a thermal bath. So warming and lovely. Are there any geothermal fissures in this city that I can see? Probably not, no. So this won't get the additional bonus, but what it will do is spread those immunities around. I mean, just to give you a glimpse of how far this spreads round, let me just show you, and you can see it's going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of my cities, which means it's worth 12 amenities just in itself. Bam! That is a good building, that. I have one being built in Sausage, one being built in Toad in the Hole as well. We're going to have pretty decent coverage across my empire once this is all sorted. Nalanda, welcome on side, and yes, I will take your army as well. I mean, I don't really need any of these armies at this point. I'm just using them to raid, but that's another city-state that is now beautifully on side Kamasi. I can do exactly the same thing with... Oh, that's actually a bigger army. Yes, I'll take that. Thank you. We finally actually got to the point with the Cree that we have pillaged everything. It's all gone. There's nothing left, so we will take peace with them just to let them off the hook for a little bit. I will take open borders from them quickly as well. This means my Hussars can be redeployed slightly, and I'm going to send them down to Gran Colombia. They have so little defense in their borders. It's just quite cute, and... yeah, I'm going to go and have some fun. Oh, this is going to be good fun. Look at Kamasi's army. It looks so weak and helpless. And suddenly there's a frigate and inventory. An inventory. I've got no oil, but it doesn't matter. Pike and shot. Yeah, we're going to fight back, and quick. I should probably work out what oil is in a second. I'm demanding quite a lot of it, but, you know, who really knows what it is? I just looked over, and Gilgamesh is suddenly on 461 science per turn. They've gone to 50 techs. They are keeping ahead of me. Blimey. They've also got rocketry. They have rocketry, so they went straight from chemistry to rocketry, and I think that's what they're doing. Oh boy. That is a lot. Oh no. It's fine, our infrastructure's coming along. We're doing okay. We will be easily at 400 science by turn 200. So that's again a good thing. It's just quite a lot. Yet again, all my alliances expire on the same turn, which is a little frustrating. I'm gonna keep renewing them. I think, yeah, Gilgamesh Science, Research Alliance, it sounds ridiculous seeing as they are the research leader, but I'm kind of piggybacking off them. I'm sending them loads of trade routes, and that's working well for me at the moment. Military ally in Germany will go again for culture with Australia because I'm settling down Italy still. Yeah, I just renewed all of the same alliances before. It's not a problem. And we're actually starting to get some walls up now, which is quite cool. Research labs. Amazing. This is good. This is what we've been waiting for. I'm just gonna quickly just make liquid some of my economy. I need a lot more gold. If I can just purchase in a couple of research labs on turn 1, that would be amazing. There we go. In my capital, +6 science, +5 science when powered. Yeah, that'll all be brilliant, and a sausage will be powered nicely. Who's Georgia allied with? Nobody. Nobody. Okay, I'm going to declare a formal war. I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to go and call as many people in as I can. She is just annoying me with the amount of religious units that are coming into my land at the moment, so we'll dispense with those quickly. But there's immediately a campus I can see with a triple pillage on it, and just anything that's worth pillaging right now, that's all good for me. So yeah, let me just go through my allies and see who I can get to join in with this war. Only Vietnam wanted in, but that makes sense. They do have a shared border, so that's pretty fair. Okay, encumber Hussars immediately. Why is it that every time I play this map, I always end up in a huge war with the person that starts in sort of Tunisia, Carthage area? It seems to be something I seem to attract on this game. Goodness me, these upgraded inventory, I was hoping they'd be a little better without oil. They are terrible without oil. I'm just basically using them as cannon fodder at the moment. But you know what? It's cannon fodder that's giving me a lot of yield, so I can't complain. Pillage, pillage, pillage. This is very good fun. All the yields. Gonna steal them all from Georgia. Let's see how bad my oil game is, shall we? 8 sources of oil. Okay, that's not so bad. Right, there's one underneath my city. There's another one underneath my city. one on a field over there, one underneath a district. That's improvable. That's under a district. That's under a district. That's improvable. So I've already got 5 sources improved. Wow. Okay, yeah, my inventory are now going to actually be useful. So yeah, let's get them back to the front line. And I think after that, it's got to be rocketry. Let's actually see if we can get to space, and can we do it before our good friend Gilgamesh? Which is, I mean, it's going to be tricky. Uruk is already building a spaceport. It's taking a while. They're going to do it slowly, but they are actually on the way to doing it. So yeah, this may be problematic. Yeah, we did it though. 400 science by turn 168. Gilgabro is on 447, but we're holding firm. I'm within 3 techs of them now. This is good. And spinach, here is a research lab. Bam. You can improve yourself even further. And speaking of as well, a yoink, a yoink, a yoink. Delicious. There's about 750 science. We're on well over 1,000 per turn on the turns that I can pillage. It's not every turn I can pillage, but when I do, I pillage well. Oh, even better, a rogue scout that I have just randomly at the south. I mean, I think I might have levied that from a city-state at some point, but it already has earned me 250 science. So just by doing that, it is worth it. Well done. Well done. Oh my lord. A bold attempt. England has declared war on me. Oh my lord, that is absolutely ridiculous. You have 1 city. I surround you. You are a city-state to me. Like, that's all you are. I mean, okay, right, there's some catapults over there that are being a bit annoying. Ignore those. But look, they're going to be... They're dead in 2 turns. You know what? Actually, this feels a little bit like we will not go quietly into the night sort of thing. We will scream at the howling setting sun. We will go mad. Yeah, fair play, England. I've changed my mind on this. I allow this now. I allow this. Golden Age time. Normal age for Germany. Okay, Gilgabro is in golden. George is in golden. Okay, nothing really has changed on that front yet. But what we can do is go for Heartbeat of Steam. Now, this will let us do the usual thing of very nicely turning some of our science into production, and we have a lot of science. Not enough though. And actually we could put in a couple of cards that are going to make my empire very nice indeed. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to check the random happiness of like the little shitey cities. They're on +2. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, my capital can actually afford to lose one as well. So you know what, I'm going to take Republican Legacy off briefly. Diplomatic League, I'm going to take that off. Scripture, I'm taking off as well. What we're going to do is go rationalism, we're going to go Raj, and we're going to go colonial taxes. Now this should give me a bunch of gold, production, science, culture, all of the good stuff, and my cities won't be quite as happy, but I'm up to 256 science now, and I am now on more science per turn than Gilgamesh is on. It will not last, they will catch me up, but in itself, that is a result. Lovely. My oil, by the way, is selling for so much money. Like this, just unlocking oil, that's probably doubled my income per turn easily. I'm not even joking. Like it's a huge boost, and I'm just buying up research labs everywhere now. I reckon we can get our science easily to about 600 per turn. I don't think it's even going to be that much for us to do that. Actually, one thing I am going to do is I'm going to put a campus on this town. Now, it's not the best tile that this city of Crumpet could build a campus on, but that is Scott Amundsen, and I think I may have mentioned it at the beginning of the game, but I couldn't remember if I have. That's what I've been leaving it for, and I just thought, you know what, perfect. Don't mind me, my hussar has just made its way over the sea, and I have just landed in Tbilisi, and oh, it's a depredation. Oh, would you look at that? Oh dear, well we might as well just mop up around Tbilisi while we can. This is the problem that AI is going to face. You can fight me all you want, I don't mind, but I will be pillaging all of your stuff. So, you know, think about that before you decide to engage me. With a thirst of 500 science. Keep at it, people. Keep at it. You know, do tell me if I'm repeating myself, but have I ever mentioned how awesome hussars are? No, I didn't think I had. It's Something I neglected to mention till this point, I think. Do I want to keep Vietnam on side? Let me have a think about this. Machine gun army defenses. Yep. I don't think my hussars will be coming over to you. I think we'll just stay best of friends. Perfect. So there's rocketry. We'll put down as many spaceports as we can, and I'm going to just beeline now for satellites. I haven't got any biplanes. We haven't got any planes full stop. That's probably something we should get at, yeah, but what you're going to do? All my gold is going into science at the moment. 554 science. Lovely. England's out. Well, as I say, they went out kind of doing their own thing, and I respect that a lot. Oh, I'm stealing so much stuff. Look at all this science. Nom nom nom. Satellites, actually, I probably can boost that myself. So what I'm going to do is just quickly dip now into plastics to go towards nanotechnology. It won't take us too long to do this one. Nobel, I like Nobel. Nobel's awesome. Einstein would have been good, but if I'd skipped, I wouldn't unfortunately have got that one. So Nobel will be fine. Although as usual, trying to work out where on earth they get spawned is kind of the difficult thing. Like, well, there they are. Okay, Black Pudding is my best city apparently. Combined Arms. Ah, man. I feel like Combined Arms was probably not the best, but never mind. Building lots of spaceports, but I think I'm going to actually start to do some campus research projects. Oh my god, Einstein would have been so good. So good. If only I could get 11,000 gold. I mean, that's pretty much impossible, unfortunately. Nobody has 11,000 gold, so yeah, what you gonna do? I win the military emergency because the target is no longer alive. I guess that's sort of how that works. Oh, Chinguetti. Oh, this is a good city-state. I like that city-state a lot. I think might just have to sacrifice a turn of gold, put Diplomatic League in instead of Raj, and then go bam to get 2 envoys there. It's just such a good city-state, that one. It'll give me a lot more faith per turn on my trade routes, so yeah, no, I'll take that if I can get it. Oh, Goddard I want as well. Georgia officially wants peace. I'm just going to hold on to that because I think I will go for peace, but I just need to work out where their troops are first and whether there's an advantage I can get from that. Gran Colombia, though, I will take peace with. They have been a thorn in my side and their boats are just too quick. As you can see, I've actually got hussars in Georgia's land at the moment, but they do have troops in my land. It's a situation in which neither of us can win. I'm actually now going to let Georgia off the hook. I need to reduce war weariness a little bit, get some peace, and get a little bit of gold per turn from that. Also, a couple of my hussars were about to get killed that turn, so rescuing them is quite fun. Look at that, they're all out, they're all safe, they can heal, and maybe Gran Colombia, or someone like that, someone with a bit of science, I can go and pillage them, like Panama, look at that, that'd be a good place to go and pillage. Voting time, and honestly, there's nothing here that's really that exciting. I'm going to vote down on Recruit Partisans and down on Trajan, but honestly, I'd rather save my diplomatic favour and sell it, because it's way better for me. Siphon Funds is better, Tamir has less loyalty. Okay, actually, that works well, because now, yeah, these cities are now losing loyalty perfectly. I'm sorry, no. Kandy is my city-state. Thank you so much. I will take that back and I will levy its military for very little, but just gives me the extra envoys. 18, and I've barely got that city-state. Let's just do the same to Mexico City. Geneva has appeared. I want Geneva. I need to send a couple of envoys that way. Even more science for every library and university and all the good stuff, really. Look at it all. Nom 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 nom. These are excellent buildings. This is good. We're really starting to turbocharge the science now. I've got all kinds of scientific research projects going on, so my great scientist output is increasing rapidly. I've got research labs being put down. All of my gold is going into more research labs, up to 854, and I've just equaled Gilgamesh's tech on turn 183. Wow. AI is really putting up a lot more of a fight these days than it used to. Love Deity++. It's awesome. Okay, I've finally started to trap down some apostles from Gran Colombia. I've been chasing them all over Sumeria's territory, and I can start to hit them religiously. I've got gurus in the area to help heal my units. Oh, that didn't kill it. How did that not kill it? That's absolutely appalling. Never mind, we'll use my gurus to kind of trap it in, but the more I spread my religion, the more science per turn I get. I'm up to almost 60 per turn, which is a really nice little bonus. Oh, I never looked at uranium. I have some under the aqueduct, which is great. I have some under that campus. I've got at least 2 sources of uranium, but I think we can probably pick up a bit more. And look, there we go. A couple of new cities have joined me as well. Yum! That's northern Italy pretty much unified, apart from this Georgian city, which I will put some pressure on very soon. Now this city of Curry has a water park, which is going to pop quite a few cities into the radius. Actually, no, that's 10. Hang on, we've got Mexico City on top of that. Oh, it even includes my capital. Look at that. So, yep, let's get the aquarium going. Kabloom. I'm hoping that will put at least 5 or 6 more cities into happy. Oh, Chinguetti. I managed to pick that city-state up spectacularly. Okay, cool. That's brilliant. That gives me tons more faith per turn on my trade routes, which is lovely. Oh, I just missed out. Just missed out on Goddard. That's a little bit frustrating. Okay, we've missed out on a tiny bit of production towards space race projects, but I'm happy with getting this great engineer, actually. Using gold to purchase wonders, that's pretty much a guaranteed Scott Amundsen. So I'll take that and a Stadio. Actually thinking about it, yeah, fair play. That's 2 much better great engineers. And look at that, I'm wonder, sorry, 22 cities now happy. We're slowly getting there. Whoa. I will pick up London. I was worried about taking that for the -5 diplomacy favor, but honestly, I'm getting so much at the moment, and it's got things like industrial zones and campuses and all the good stuff, so really, yeah, not going to complain. Not going to complain at all. Space initiative into my capital now, and you can see we're very close to getting some cool projects going. Oh, Gran Colombia is not liked by anybody at all. Okay, well, I think we're going to have some fun here. We're going to basically go around the world and say, hey, who wants to join in on this random war I have with somebody? Spain wanted a colonial war against Gran Colombia. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was pretty effective. Rome, Germany, Australia, the Cree, Spain, Georgia, Vietnam, and the Netherlands now all at war with them. Turns out people like me more than they do anyone else, and I enjoy that. My hussars were conveniently on the border, and look at this. Oh, some lovely campus districts for me to go and pillage. How convenient. 286 science per pillage. Quite nice, actually. I like that. That's some good pillaging. Composites, very good. Nanotech, we're now rushing. We're going to get a lot of good stuff from Gran Colombia. I'm pretty sure of that. A new hussar makes a landing, and look at that. We have got some really good places to pillage now. Oh, there's a volcano. Mount Vesuvius just went off in Brisbane and killed 4 of the 6 population in that city. Blimey. Yeah, that's a big hit. I just got nanotech. I now want to make sure that I can go down to this tech. 12 techs away, that's okay, that's fine. Oil power plant, I think I can probably just buy one of those in. I was working on building something. Actually, I haven't even discovered what our oil power plant is. No, fair enough, that's fine. Nuclear fission, that's all good. Killer fighter, build 2 drones. Yeah, really, there's not a huge amount I can be boosting at the moment without a bit of micromanagement. I'll keep an eye on it, but I'm pretty happy with just sort of, I guess, just playing the game quite casually right now, just racing through these late stages of the game. Oh, we just had a big chunk of flooding and it's taken out a bunch of my campuses, and oh, that's my government plaza it's taken out. Oh, that's no fun. That's no fun at all. Oh, I'm gonna have to actually pay for things now. I don't like it. Oh, these Hussar units are just so good. Getting so much gold. An extra yield for me, so it's about 1800 per turn they're able to just sort of gobble up at the moment. Here we go, the map is being revealed, which means Candy's going to give me some stuff, and the Earth satellite is up and running. Ignore the flames from the sea, that's just the encroaching land. It's all horrible. You can see Japan has a beautiful Egyptian empire going on today. Looks like Mongolia's attempted to go and settle down towards the sort of Babylonian area in the Middle Eastern area, I guess. Georgia's doing okay. It's a quite an interesting map, actually. It was almost a sort of weird Portugal formed from Coupe, as we've got a Grand Colombian Spain, a Vietnamese France, a German sort of low country Sumeria. I like to think I'm actually sort of not far off being in the sort of Austro-Hungarian Empire sort of territories, even down to the fact that I've got kind of like the tip of northern Italy as well. I mean, I know the map's on its side and we're not quite there, but still, it's pretty cool. But I was the second to put a satellite into space after Gilgamesh by 1 turn. Now, he is 16 turns away from moon landing. I did a little bit of rejigging to get top secret information into his empire so I can really have a peek and know what he's doing and when he's doing it and why he's doing it. Look, he's actually getting campus research projects out as well. Cheeky boy. Luckily, my moon landing is 8 turns. I am going to be way quicker. Also, I have Schrödinger now. Bam. Nuclear fusion, robotics, stealth tech. I mean, that's kind of like a decent enough mix. Please stop sending religious units to my land. It doesn't really matter because every time I get a religious kill, it just simply helps me to spread my religion, and that's really good because the more religion I spread, the more science per turn I get. So I can't really complain. It's just like, it's clearly not working. As a strategy, this is not a good one. So stop it. Especially when you do it right on my border so I can actually, look, you're spreading your religion to me. He was stood in my land, I'll have you know. So none of that, thank you. Oh my lord, Georgia's gone for me again. Again, with Coupe this time. I mean, Coupe's kind of in the middle of nowhere, so I don't really mind, but Georgia. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, well actually this is pretty decent for me because now I can go and pillage their campuses, which they've got a couple on my border, so that's really good. It is a little annoying in the sense that most of my gold per turn, I had about 500 gold per turn from them because I'd sold them all my diplomatic favour, because I predicted that I wouldn't be at war again this game, but alas, not to be. Never mind, never mind. Now, luckily, what they've done is declared war on pretty much half the world because I was allied to everybody, and unfortunately for them, I am going to now go through and see who else I can get involved in this war. If I can make the entire world declare on them, I will be kind of happy about this arrangement. Yeah, that was pretty effective. Only a few people have refused, and everybody else is now in, and lots of people joined in against Coupe as well. So this is quite a decent result. And as I mentioned, I want to be able to just send a few units to go and do some pillaging. So what I think I'll do is buy myself a couple of Hussar armies. Now these are 82 strength plus 15 is 97 strength. They'll be able to run in and very quickly go and deal some damage. I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty cool. Uh-oh, everything's flooding very fast now, and it's probably all my fault. Yeah, it's very much all my fault. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's okay. Oh, that's not helpful though. Okay. Right, my capital no longer has a spaceport because it flooded. Oh, okay. Well, that's frustrating. I guess now, I mean, it's got an entertainment complex. I guess now it can have a harbour because it's all flooded. So that's not a bad thing. And actually, it means I can now put another government plaza down somewhere. This actually could be way more useful than I kind of considered, actually. That's not bad. Let's get Moksha into Cod. Cod is actually quite a powerful city, and it's going to become even more important now. Moon landing 17 turns. Where was the other city? I've got a couple of spaceports. I built a few for this very reason, and I'm glad I did now. COD actually is now 17 turns. It's the best. Oh man, that's slow. Gilgamesh is going to outpace us here. I'm going to have to save up some faith and go for some engineers. I'm rushing out the scientists. If I can get Stephanie going, then that will boost me quite considerably on that front. Because the government plaza got destroyed, I can actually re-pick my buildings, and I'm going to go audience chamber. Amenities, housing, and cities with governors. Yeah, this is really brilliant, and there's a good opportunity for me to actually move my governors around into cities that make it better to, I mean, yeah, just where they're really appreciated. It did just occur to me that I've only got 4 turns left and I need 12 era score. This just shows you how relaxed I am on this sort of stuff normally, but I hadn't even thought of it. Right, what am I going to do? That's a good question. I can probably get an aerodrome down in one of my more decent cities if I've got the space for it, which I probably don't now that I'm looking at it. 6 turns on this? That's not quick enough. 4 turns on this city. Yeah, you know what? what? Let's get a plane in the sky. That's not a bad move. 3 turns now. Okay, good. Good. Then I can get a plane in the air. I've got tons of oil. That's not a problem. I'm about to go to a tier 3 government. That'll help as well. Finishing a neighborhood. Finishing a canal. All of these things are things that I think I could do. Fleets. Cores. Yeah, I think we'll be able to find some decent things. There's nuclear fusion, by the way. I'm very quickly now going up towards, you can see I already unlocked smart materials, and we're racing through the final techs of the game now. I'm still not winning the science victory, but I'm in the right direction, and that's kind of the important thing here. Oh, Germany is now in space as well. There's a lot of people all rushing this at the same time. We are all going into space and we are all racing each other. Democracy. Perfect. Right, Total War is really good. Not just as a game franchise, but also because I'm using it for more yields. 5-year plan, rationalism, liberalism. I can now get Republican legacy back in. Perfect. Here is gunboat diplomacy. Do I want gunboat diplomacy? Or maybe, but colonial taxes is probably a better option because that's extra 10% production in quite a few of my cities. I could go military research. We've gone for a couple of amenity things. Oh, hang on. New Deal. That's what I was going for. I was looking forward to getting New Deal. Look at that. Yes, ecstatic cities are appearing everywhere now, including COD is already gone, but just wait until Pingala has been popped down and that city will flourish even more. Do I go foreign ministry again? I think I do. The extra envoys I'm getting from it are just really handy. So yeah, I'm gonna just commit to what I was doing before there. Rena completes my list of governors. That's another +1 envoy. I got the 1 era score you get from doing that. I always find to be very underwhelming. Margaret Mead will just boost robotics, and professional sports is now on the way. And as soon as I put down my first aquatic center and my first stadium, it's all good. The Estadio was built ages ago, by the way. I did find it in Vietnam's land, but Vietnam had 1,400 culture, so there's probably a reason why they got that first. You know, nobody's winning a cultural victory, but their culture is going through the roof at the moment. Speaking of, there is professional sports. First thing I want to do is curry. I want to get the aquatic center in this city because that will spread to a whoppingly large amount across my empire. I'm also going to put a stadium in my capital, like so. So between the two of them, I should have hopefully ecstatic cities everywhere. Now on to rapid deployment so I can get Amherst Scott. I need 1 more era score in 2 turns. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to do that without really worrying about it, but let's just put a trader into COD and just keep going here. Yep, every city is now ecstatic in my empire. Yay! Oh, I'm +13 in sausage. Oh, that is one happy sausage indeed. There is Royal Society. I can use my builders and military engineers to rush my projects, which is going to be a lovely thing. Archon, lovely 8 production there. Archon is building a giant death robot. Actually, quite a few giant death robots. I love how that's all they do. The AI is like, yep, that's all I want to do. They are getting Operation Ivy as well. Oh no, I have the feeling that they've got a lot of uranium. Yeah, they're not going to have a lot of uranium in a bit, but at the moment it's a scary amount. Here's my first plane, by the way, and a jet fighter. 3 Iriscorp, Golden Age. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss out on that Golden Age. I didn't hugely need it, but I just, it's something I find allergic about not being in a Golden Age. World enters the modern era. The modern era, never as exciting as you hope it's going to be. Heartbeat of Steam, yeah, we're gonna have to just keep on that one for now. But look, I've now made friends, I think, with everyone except from Poundmaker. And Poundmaker, I did kind of go to war with quite badly for quite some time. So I will sort of forgive them. World Congress time. I'd love it if people sent me trade routes. I'll put 3 votes into that one. I'd love it if there were, should we say double engineers? I will vote very vaguely on that one. I'll vote for myself. I know that's not going to go through. World's Fair. Yeah, okay, I'm going to put 4 votes for myself on trade routes. I think that's actually the most useful one. I think it actually did go through. Hey, it did. And no Great Admirals. I guess that's actually not too bad. No Great Admirals. We don't mind that one. Perfect. Another trader or 3. Just redeploying all of my traders into COD. This is rapidly becoming my city of choice. It's got Pingala. We've got the moon landing rushing through. If I can get Jane Drew in there, that'll be lovely. But I'm just looking for any scientist or any engineer that will boost anything to do with the space race projects. It'll be lovely. So Gilgamesh did get to the moon first, annoyingly. They do have nanotech, but it doesn't look like they're building it anywhere at the moment, so we should start to catch up again. Fingers crossed. But what I can do is go for black pudding. I've put the builder card in, and Liang is in this city, so those are 6 charge builders that can now run over and boost the city of Cod. Some of the sentences you come out with in Civ are very strange, admittedly, but that's sort of, I think we all see the sense that it makes. So builder, there you go. Add your contribution to the project, and there's the moon landing with a huge one-time culture bomb. Oh, we've gone for the sort of sickly yellow smoke today. Tasty. Well, no time like the present. Mars colony, 9 turns. What's Gilgamesh doing? Have they got it going up anywhere? Yes, in the capital, 13 turns. I've taken the lead once again. Good, 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 good. And we're going to continue to rush away with, now I'm using all my gold on builders. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this. This is pretty good. Delicious 8 charge or 6 charge builders. Look at this, 8 turns left on the Mars colony. Bam! Just takes a total complete turn off that city. Beautiful. Next up, globalization. Let's get e-commerce, and we can get International Space Agency. Although, to be fair, we're already now on off-world missions, so we've kind of blitzed through the tech tree, and this is doing pretty nicely. So I have containment in, which means that all of my envoys that I send to city-states count as double, as long as the AI has a different government to me, which I think in pretty much every case they do. There's a lot of monarchy and a lot of fascism going on in this game. Johannesburg gives me a little extra production. I'll put 2 into that city. In fact, actually, can I just... No, I won't be greedy. Let's go for that. That's Johannesburg taken, and then levy military. That's now my city-state forever. Anshan, I think I can just steal that quickly. Let's put that one out. Yeah, because there's a war, I get extra envoys, and there's no army to take from that city-state, unfortunately, because I think the Kree may have destroyed it all, but never mind. Ah well, what you gonna do? Now I've turned that, I can take containment off immediately and put on International Space Agency. 616 extra science per turn. Not bad at all. I'll put that on instead of rationalism, and instead I will put e-commerce on, just to make my trade routes even better. Off-world mission, social media, lovely. Visselbanken's probably the one I could get rid of now. I should say that 5-year plan. I just don't need this extra science anymore. Collective activism. It's a bit of a smaller bonus to my culture, but any bonus to culture at this point is a big bonus for me, because now I can run through the late stage governments. Synthetic technocracy, 30% production towards all city projects. That's the one that I would love. And just for the fun of it, here is Amundsen Scott, rushed and brilliant. 20% science and 10% production in every single city in my empire, which is wonderful. There is no city that has all of the snow and snow hills tiles to make this super good, but that's okay. It's the empire bonus that I'm looking for. And most importantly, we will have a look at this little bunker and determine whether or not we have got lucky and we will have 3 penguins today, or just 1 or 2. We've got at least 2 penguins. This is good. This is good. Will we get the elusive 3rd penguin? The last few I've got all have 2 penguins. It's RNG. It's totally randomly generated. Oh my goodness. There is no 3rd penguin. That is so unfortunate. Oh, one day I will get the 3rd penguin. It will be a glorious day indeed. There's so many city-states appearing at the moment. It's brilliant. Nittler's now in the game. Even more science per turn. If such a thing could exist, it now does. I probably should make peace with people now. I mean, Coupe, I've never really had a problem with you. Yeah, you very much declared war on me. This is going to rush the Mars colony. It is. 3rd project into space. We were the first person to do the Mars colony, so we have now overtaken. Oh, we left it late. We have left it very late to take advantage and take the lead of this game. Exoplanet immediately is going to be plopped on. Still using all of my gold on builders, rushing these through, and you can see I've got telecommunications. I might as well just go future tech now and speed this up. Every time I do this repeatable project, 5% production towards city projects. It's a very handy thing when you're trying to get things into space. Synthetic technocracy. There's the power, there's the projects. It's all lovely. I'm just going to make sure that all of my DC recent cards are in, because amenities in my cities is going to be a little bit worse off than it was a few seconds ago. Perfect, this is all looking good. Okay, we're going to put 5-year plan back in, but we've got liberalism, Republican legacy, democratic legacy. It's all looking pretty good. Everywhere's still ecstatic. Beautiful. The government's running brilliantly. What production have we got? 198 production in a 5 amenity happy city. Fingers crossed we'll be able to keep that one on side. But yep, look, we're still rushing these projects. It's all looking good. Ooh, that's always the problem with having one tile of snow in your land. That's a big storm. Blimey. What's happening there? Violent storm, crippling blizzard, 7 tiles damaged, 5 population lost. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't actually see which way it was going. Which way is it going? Heading southwest. Okay. Southwest is a direction that I can put up with. That's okay. Oh, another blizzard. I think that might be a separate second blizzard that's just appeared right by my capital. I'm pretty sure it was. There was an aid request. We ignored it. It's fine. Oh, ouch. Which way is it going? It's now... Yeah, so that was the first storm. That's gone in the other direction. This one is headed to the east. Oh dear. 6 tiles damaged, 3 population lost. It's all a little bit painful. Yep, everything's broken. Everything's broken. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That's pretty savage. Oh well, exoplanet is now into space, which means we can now convert to getting projects out. I don't think I've got a huge amount of aluminium, so I'm going to be working mainly powered projects, so terrestrial lasers in the city of Cod, but you can see actually quite a few of them are ready to rock at the same time. Which way is it going to go? Which way is it going to go? Oh, it's just creeping. It's creeping right. Oh, 7 tiles damaged. Eek. That's not good. As long as it stays away from the city of Cod, that's what I want to retain, the safety of. Oh, everything is broken. It's just destroyed it all. And there's my first project on the way. We're going to be making a few of these. It's going to be a delicious few turns as they all get thrust into the sky. Science foundations. Oh, I love this card. Every power plant, every research lab, it all gives me tons of stuff. Another 2 laser stations. Yeah, shooting out of my land. It's all good. I find that yellow smoke at the beginning just really disconcerting. Stephanie, plus 100% production towards space race projects. That's what I wanted to see. We'll send another laser station into the sky, and then Stephanie can come in, and all of my cities are now generating 100% extra production towards space projects. It's pretty cool. Another terrestrial laser station. We've got quite a few up into the sky now. How fast are we going? 8 light years per turn. We're having that problem though, where every time I rush one of these terrestrial laser stations, it causes like a power outage in the city because it can't handle, having so many thrown in at the same time. So I'm having to alternate to make sure that the builders I throw down are only going into cities that have more than 1 turn left. It's really odd, but it's very frustrating. I probably lost about 7 or 8 turns just from that little glitch. It's a very weird thing. Not that Civ 6 is full of weird glitches and funny things in the game. No, perfectly balanced and well put together game. Absolutely. I've got about 10 copies of Future Tech though. I wish you could see these stacking. Like, Stellaris, late game techs actually start to tell you how many you've received. Like it'll say, oh, final tech level 7 or 8 or 9 as you're doing it up. I wish it counted for you. Or at least there was somewhere that you could look to see how many percentages you had. Like I swear, if I go to like this city, I make sure that it's building something, I go into the production queue, it doesn't actually say what I'm doing. It says plus 40%, I know, but that's not really anything fun. Yeah, doesn't say. I wish it did. I wish it did. Like even the fact that Stephanie has given 100% production towards the projects. Show me that. I want to see that. Will Gilgamesh get to the exoplanet expedition before we finish? They're getting there close. I think the AI would have won on turn 250 with Deity++ enabled, considering that I've turned off, or I've sort of switched it around so the AI isn't getting a huge advantage at the start. It's getting much more in the way of yields towards the late stages of the game. I really like like the way that the AI is playing on Deity++. I think it's a good combination of, you know, early game not being swamped by cheesy warrior rushes, and also then a late game that's quite satisfying as well. It's worked quite well, and I appreciate it. I think it's really good. Germany is absolutely trolling me here. This tank army has been sat on my spaceport for 3 turns now. It's not moving. It knows that by doing that, I can't move my builders on top to rush the projects. It's the most amazingly diabolical move I've seen the AI make in years. This is incredible. What on earth? Why would they know that? Move on to the tile, can't put builder on. Oh, diabolical. If that was deliberate, if the AI had actually been coded that deliberately, I would be astounded. I would absolutely take my hat off to the Civ developers and say, well done. Clearly, you have surpassed anything that I had taken. My expectations for this game are totally blown. I think that's it. I think we've now won with 13 light years per turn and 42 light years traveled. So we will win the game on turn 2, 3, 1. Not bad considering I was kind of limited in how much expanding I did towards the sort of middle to late game. I kind of was like, okay, I like the land. I could go and kill Germany. I could go and kill Cimmeria, but I didn't want a huge, massive slugfest domination. Maybe I could have taken Greece and Cree. They were probably the weakest link. When I was doing that raiding, pillaging run earlier in the game, I probably could have taken all the cities at the same time because my hussars were so crazy powerful. But I had that self-imposed rule where I didn't want to bring my units out of my territory unless they were recon and or unique. So, you know, what can you do? That's only Marcus Aurelius. I always get Marcus Aurelius. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know where that came from. Cities captured. Yeah, I did a bit of city capturing, but I was quite peaceful after turn 140. Have a look at my culture. Look how low my culture was compared to Vietnam. Vietnam had an absolute game, and Wilhelmina as well, the Dutch. Very much stopping anybody from going near a tourism victory there, so we've got a lot to be thankful for. My science was pretty damn good, so yeah, I took the science lead from turn 160, but I was pretty like mid-pack, I think. If I just take some of these away, so you can kind of see, from turn like maybe 100, but this is Germany. Yeah, Germany were having an absolute science game. Gilgamesh then took the lead later into the game, but actually even late stages of the game, it was Germany that actually had the momentum there, so I probably needed to watch them a little bit more than I ended up doing. My score, I was winning from turn like 130, so the game was doing pretty good. Total religions, yes, very nice. Very nice. We got our second religion. Wonders constructed. I think I did, yeah, 3 wonders all game. That's ridiculously little. And yeah, you can actually see Germany, 1,400 science. Oh, Gilgamesh is on over 1,000. I'm loving Deity++. It's amazing. Vietnam, 1,600 culture per turn. The Dutch were on 1,000. If I have a look at diplomacy, you can see that Vietnam was on 13 points. They were doing pretty good. Japan actually was attempting to spread their religion. They've actually got apostles that were attacking my units. So they're genuinely trying to actively spread their religion. So fair play to Japan for doing that. That's pretty cool. Nobody had taken any other capital other than myself. Unfortunately, Vietnam and Coupe didn't have the huge fight between Scotland and England we kind of wanted them to, but, you know, I would say probably Vietnam had, I would say, probably the best game other than myself, but Cimmeria and Germany were having really, really good games as well. All of the European civs, we just all sort of crowded together in one space of the map, and I guess we kind of all just helped each other to grow, went from there. Yeah, really satisfying game. Loved that. That was a lot of fun. When you actually use Hungary's abilities other than the Raven King, they're really handy. I mean, the Hussars, I actually think these could be one of the most powerful units in the game, and I did not think that they were anywhere near useful enough because the Raven King was just the more important thing. I'm totally wrong. Thermal baths as well. That extra immunity that spreads to all the other cities, really, really handy building. Love it. Remember, I do have a coffee tip jar if you want to contribute towards the channel and help me to do what I love to do, and if you do want to support generally on Coffee or Patreon, you can join in on Discord and help plan the rest of the A to Z series. After Hungary comes, you'll just have to see, because of course the alphabet is a mystery. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you all next series. Goodbye! And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, I Am, Salty Tech, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Doughboy91, Sean Crites, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Amir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boy Zorro, Callum Billy. Thank you for all of your support, and everybody that supports the channel generally. You're all brilliant. Thank you!